First off, fair play to Chelsea. You have to give credit where it's due.
Yeah.
And they put up a proper fight despite playing with 10 men for the best part of the game. Looking at it in the cold light of day, a 1-1 draw at Stamford Bridge is a good point.
I know.
Having that one-man advantage means part of us feels unsatisfied. We feel we should have turned the screw. But football at this level is decided by the finest of margins. If that communication between Timber and Gyökeres had been just a split second sharper in the dying embers of the game, we could have nicked it right there. We could have shattered their hopes, but it wasn't to be. Let's talk about the back line. I thought Mosquera and Hincapie were valiantly good, all things considered.
Yeah.
They were thrown in the deep end, weren't they? Stamford Bridge isn't a nursery. At times, they looked a bit rushed.
Yeah.
Clearing their lines hurriedly when a bit of composure was needed. But that comes down to them being new to the league and new to each other. Our ball progression from the back was a bit shaky. In an ideal world, they weren't supposed to start together in a match of this intensity. The blueprint was always to pair one of them with Chalobah to balance things out. But with that late knock to William, Arteta's hands were tied. He had absolutely no choice. And to be honest, it is exactly this type of game that shapes a player's mentality. You have to remember, Gabriel in his early day, he had a mistake in him as well. He had those rash moments. But look at him now. He's arguably the best defender in the world. A perfect partnership doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. With consistent minutes on the pitch, Mosquera and Hincapie will forge that understanding. Rome wasn't built in a day, and these two will build their own fortress in time. That being said, you really felt Leandro Trossard's absence in a game like this. When Chelsea started to sit deep, those tight spaces were screaming for a player. With his close control and quick decision making, Trossard is the lockpicker you need in those moments, isn't he? We really missed his ability to exploit those half spaces yesterday.
Yeah.
However, the positives. I'm glad Odegaard is back. You saw the difference immediately, dropping deep, demanding the ball, controlling the tempo, and that equaliser. That came down to the best player on the pitch for me, Mikel Merino. He understood the assignment perfectly. He's proven to be a player you can trust in big games. He's reaching a new level every game with his quality in the final third. A top performance. Here is the reality though. We are still top of the league. That is the most important thing. Taking 7 points from 3 massive games in a single week. When people thought we'd struggle, that is massive encouragement. That shows mettle. Our season has really just started. The attackers are back. Every game is winnable for this Arsenal side from now on. And that's the level of trust I have in this team.